What is poppin', fam? We are back with another episode of Sutton Reactions, episode 55. This is 55. You guys know that song? Listen, man, we back with another episode, man. I appreciate all of you guys for rocking out with us, coming through on these live streams, on the replays of these episodes. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Listen, it is draft day. It is draft day. NFL draft starts tonight. You guys can tell I'm excited as hell. I got my Ravens Derrick Henry shirt on right now, man. I am pumped. Let's go, man. I'm ready. I'm locked in. I gotta see who the Ravens pick at number 14. If they even do end up staying at pick number 14, do they trade up? Do they trade down? All of that stuff, man, is going down tonight. Of course, I won't be talking about that much on this show because we don't talk about football unless it's super duper relevant here on this show. But I will say this. Later on today, me and my co-host on the Purple Rain podcast, Simply AS10, we will be live on the Purple Rain podcast YouTube channel, but we will be simulcasting with our guy Jason from Huddle It Up Films. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with him. He's been on our show a couple of times. We've been on his show. We pretty much go on his show every year for the draft. This will, I think, be the third year in a row. We pod with Jason on draft night, at least the first night of the draft. So if you do want to check out me and Alex tonight on PRP, it's going to be on PRP, but it will be Jason's show, if that makes sense. So make sure you tune into that. If you're not doing anything else tonight, it's going to be a great one because listen, guys, I think there's going to be some shit that goes down. Just being truthful with you, just being honest with you. I see a world where John Harbaugh, who is now the head coach of the Giants, I see a world where at that number 5 pick, they pick best player available. You know, so if Jeremiah Love falls, they'll get him. If Caleb Downs is there, they'll get him. Sonny Styles, they'll get him. They'll pick the best player available at number 5. But number 10, that newly acquired 10th pick, that's where it gets dicey, guys. That's where it gets dicey because guess what one of the Giants' biggest positional needs are on their roster? Right guard. Yeah, right guard. And they didn't think that they would have a shot at drafting the best guard in the draft until a couple of days ago when they traded Dexter Lawrence for that 10th overall pick. And as we all know, the best guard in the draft is none other than Vega Ioane from Penn State. People or somebody who the Ravens fans have wanted all along, me included. But with the Giants having that 10th overall pick, with them having a hole to fill at right guard, and also having a head coach who likes Penn State players and just got fired from the team who he knows is more than likely going to pick Vega at 14 if he's still there. The stars are aligning. You guys see where I'm going with this, right? The stars are aligning for the New York Giants and John Harbaugh to steal Vega Ioane away from the Baltimore Ravens. In which case, at that point, I think that the Ravens trade back. I don't even think that they pick at 14 anymore. And I don't think that they should. That's my thing. I think that they should trade back. If Vega is not there by 14. So if he goes off the clock or if he goes off the board at pick number 10, I think somewhere between pick number 10 and pick number 14, the Ravens got to be on the phones. And they got to be hunting aggressively to trade back. In which case, and I'll regurgitate all of this stuff later on stream, once the draft actually starts. But I think if that is the case and that ends up happening, the Ravens do trade back, maybe somewhere later in the first round, something like that, then they'll go skill player. They'll probably go wide receiver. I could see them going for an Omar Cooper Jr. or somebody like that, the back half of the first round. And then second and third round, they're probably going to address interior O-line. At least that's what I would do. That's what your boy Sutton would do. Not everybody's me, but that's what I would do. Either way, though, listen, Ravens fans, which I know most of you guys watching right now are, you're in for a treat tonight. You are in for a treat. I am predicting that this draft will be the most entertaining draft in recent history. Last year, Got Malachi Starks, Mike Green in the second round. Awesome. Cool. But there just wasn't that much drama. We haven't really seen that much drama in the draft in a couple of years as Ravens fans. But this year, the draft will be filled with drama, especially that first round. Book it, mark it down in your calendars right now. Talk to your bookie about it, put some money on it. I don't know. But it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. What's going on, live chat? I see y'all here in the live chat. I see we got my guy Taurus in the building. What up, Taurus? Asmodeus. What's going on, man? What's going on? Let me see. Chris is in the chat as well. What's up, Chris? Stretch52 is in the chat. Darius Tyrell 4 is in the chat. JD is in the chat. Kenny is in the chat as well. What up, what up, what up? Appreciate y'all for coming through, man, on this draft day stream. All right. Stretch says Steve Smith was saying they should get Carnell Tate to give Malik Neighbors time to heal. Nah, I wouldn't even do that if I was Harbaugh and Joe Sheen, Giants GM. I wouldn't do that. Think about it. They already have the nucleus. You got the young quarterback in Jackson Dart. You got the young running back. You got a young wide receiver who's coming off of an injury, but he's supposed to be a star. Malik Neighbors is like that, right? You have a star tight end in Isaiah Likely. All you need to make that offense go and really be lethal is a dominant offensive line. That's all you need. That's all you need. And I get it. One of the Giants' biggest problems last year was stopping the run. They gave up the most yards per carry last year as a defense, even with Dexter Lawrence at nose tackle. Which, again, is why I think with that 5th overall pick, if Sonny Styles is still there, they'll take him. Somebody who can help with the run defense. And then at that 10th pick, all right, we're going to do something for Jackson Dart and that offense. They're going to do something for Dart in that offense with the 10th pick. I'm just telling you guys. Warning you now. We'll see, though. Middle finger to the Cowboys. I don't think that's John Harbaugh's prerogative, Asmodeus. I think John Harbaugh's prerogative is giving a middle finger to the Ravens. He's got no bad blood with anybody in the NFC East. At least not yet. Okay, at least not yet. Q the guy, what up? Happy draft day, brother. Torres says Scatterbo ain't no running back. LOL, he low-key a fullback, and coming off injury and Neighbors, they need wide receiver and running back or linebacker. See, listen. The Giants have a legitimate, dominant wide receiver one in Malik Neighbors, which means they are one of the teams who can afford. And by the way, again, like I said, they also got Isaiah Likely, another elite pass catcher, which means they can afford to wait until later rounds to pick up wide receiver. And this class is supposed to be pretty damn deep when it comes to pass catchers. So, with that being said, I think they're going to take Vega. I do. Just as a big F you to the Ravens. I can see it. Anyways, listen, guys. It is Thursday, beautiful Thursday, April the 23rd. Like I said, again, it is draft day, and this is episode 55 of Sutton Reactions. But we got to hurry up and get into this, guys, because I don't have a whole lot of time between streams today. After I hop off here with Sutton Reactions, right, I'm going to chill with my girl for a little bit, and then it's right back to work for this draft stream, which I assume is probably going to go, 3-4 hours? So let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 55 of Sutton Reactions. Like the video. Here we go. Yes, sir. We are back, like I said, again with another episode of Sutton Reactions. And guys, just a fair warning, your boy has been sipping today. Okay, your boy's been sipping. I'm part of the Sippers Club. Listen, don't judge me. It's draft day. I got to have my draft day draft. I got myself a little brewski right here to my right. All right, so apologies in advance if I'm a little bit, what's the word? Unfiltered, uncanny, whatever you guys want to call it, right? But that's how I'm feeling today. That's just how I'm feeling today. And what I want to know, is how are you guys feeling? And Taurus, I see you. Don't judge me. What I want to know is how are you guys feeling about this latest update on this Diana Rossini situation? All of a sudden, we've been talking about this for weeks. I get it. I don't give a damn. This shit gets more and more and more juicy as the days go on. It does. It does. I don't know if you guys heard today, but there are new developments in the Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel story. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Well, not take a listen. Let's take a little read here. The New York Post, who was the one who originally broke the story that these two were seeing each other, they tweeted today. They said Diana Rossini and married Mike Vrabel caught kissing at a New York City bar in bombshell new photos. These photos were taken 6 years before the scandal. 6 years before the scandal. Now, if we look at these pictures here, chat, I mean, this looks like. Now, listen, let me just say this. Everyone's been here before. Everybody watching this show who is of drinking age has been in this situation before. Out in public, you're at a bar, you're with your sneaky link, someone who you've been hanging out with, you know you're not probably supposed to be hanging out with. You go to a little low-key bar, right, where you think you're not going to be seen. No one will notice you. So you can get your boo love off. And that's exactly what Vrabel and Rossini had going on here. And the fact that this was 6 years ago really, really makes you wonder, okay, how did they get away with this for so long? Or at least that's what it makes me wonder. But if you're looking at these pictures and you're saying, okay, yes, I mean, these pictures are whatever, right? I mean, we saw some pictures before where they were hanging out and being intimate and stuff like that. Gets even worse. Gets even worse. Oh, this comment is hilarious. Somebody said Vrabel's been in the Puccini for 6 years. Hey, yo, not the Puccini. The Puccini is crazy. The Puccini is nuts. Is nuts. Tora says, sorry, Sutton, I'm never that sloppy in the streets. Listen, man, you're also not, like, much like myself, not a celebrity, okay? You've probably been sloppy in moments where you just got away with it. You know what I mean? Because you're not a celebrity. You don't have a private investigator following your every move. Which is why I said, like, most of us, most people, 99% of people, which is the amount of people who are not celebrities on this earth. And Taurus, maybe you are a celebrity and I just don't know about it. Who knows? Right? But, like, that's the reason. That's the reason. Because I'm sure they didn't think that anybody would find them at whatever bar or club this is. But they did, though. Got him red-handed. Red-handed. Glaucoma says, stay loyal, everyone. Chris says that thought process is why y'all always get caught cheating. Yeah, men be sloppy. That's the problem with men. You want to get your shit off, get your shit off. But you gotta, you guys ever seen that the movie Think Like a Man? You guys seen that movie? Tyler Perry? If you're a man and you're cheating, this may sound weird, but you got to think like a woman if you don't want to get caught. You got to know the tricks of the trades. You got to know exactly how to stay low and lay low. You got to. Q the guy says, I move covertly. That's how you got to do it, brother. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. Sneaky links don't get dates. That's messy. Honestly, I see what you mean, but sometimes spontaneous dates and things like this turn into your sneaky link. You ever been out with, your homeboys or your homegirls, your single group of friends, and you're single too? You go out, you meet somebody while out with your single homeboys or your single homegirls. You meet somebody while you're at the bar or the club, and you hit it off with them. You're out in public. That's the first time you're meeting them. It's all butterflies and things like that. That person a lot of times turns into people's sneaky link. Now, I don't know if this is the first time that they ever kind of hung out and things like that. I would assume not. However, it does look like in this picture, Mike Vrabel's like, listen, Diana, I know we're both married, but listen to me. Listen to me. I will put you through multiple mattresses right now if you just say F your husband and come home with me. And Diana must have loved that energy. She must have loved that type of energy. She said, oh, put me through multiple mattresses? That sounds good. Yeah, I already talk shit about my husband on live TV. Why not? But it gets nastier, folks. It gets nastier. I don't know where's the tweet? Let me see. Diana Rossini. It gets nastier because folks on the internet did a little bit of digging. They did a little bit of digging. And they found out that Diana Rossini reportedly has a son named Michael with her husband, Kevin Goldschmidt. And little Michael was born in 2021. Those pictures we just saw were taken somewhere around 2020, 6 years ago, which means that Diana Rossini was actively having an affair with Mikey Vrabel at the time she was getting ready to or already had her son with her husband, Kevin Goldschmidt. And when that son got to the world, she decided to name her son after her lover. That's outside of her marriage. Now, whether this is a coincidence or not, because I get it, Michael's a super common name. Maybe, okay, the dad wanted to name him Michael, whatever. Even if it was Kevin Goldschmidt's idea to name that baby Michael, Diana Rossini, even just the guilty conscience and her knowing, like, I'm cheating on my husband with a guy named Michael, and my husband wants to name our new baby Michael. And again, this is just assuming it was his idea, giving the benefit of the doubt. She should have still been like, nah, you know what? Michael's not really hitting me like that. When low key he really is. But Michael's not really hitting me like that. Let's go for something different. Which goes to tell me this was her idea. Now, if you take it even a step further in the speculation, you might think that, well, damn, little Mikey might belong to Mike Vrabel. Which at this point in this story's, process, journey, whatever you call it, at this point that we're at in this story, I can't put anything past neither of these folks, Diana Rossini or Mike Vrabel. Now, another reason why I believe that, well, not that necessarily that I believe, but another reason that I don't doubt that Diana Rossini's child, Michael, could be the child of Mike Vrabel is because Mike Vrabel, I believe it was today, came out and said that he was not going to be a part of the NFL draft after what, round 2 or round 3, something like that, because he has to go get counseling. And this is again after Mike Vrabel came out the other day. He spoke to Patriots media, basically saying like, "Hey, like I've had some difficult talks with my family and those close to me, difficult talks with the team and the other coaches and the organization, things like that." Which basically means, "Hey, look, yeah, I did that shit. I had to kind of reconcile with myself and with all of my, my peers around me in this space. I had to do that. I had to man up and admit to it as a man. But allegedly, guys, those pictures that we just looked at, where they were in the bar with the red lighting. Allegedly, the New York Post went to Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini before those pictures dropped earlier today, and they asked them, "Hey, do y'all care to comment on these pictures?" Both of them said no, and then hours later, Mike Vrabel came out and said, "Hey, yeah, like I'm stepping back from the team," basically. Which again tells me that there's more to this story that we don't know for a fact as of yet. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. That's what it tells me. Let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Shit's messy. So glad I don't have these problems. Nasty work. Nasty work. I can only imagine. I can only imagine how the husband feels. I can only imagine. Like, you got to feel like the most like cucked out loser of a husband, because and you're just literally the laughing stock. If I was Diana Rossini's husband, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. If I was Diana Rossini's husband, I would be living in the strip club right now. Living in there. Like, please, somebody give me some pussy. I need something to get this off my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I would be. Just kidding, but not really. Wait, what, you mean she was talking bad about her husband? Damn, I missed. Yeah, she was talking real grimy, real grimy, real grimy. Mm-mm-mm. Ty Law was on a podcast saying how Vrabel was the party starter and always had a flask in his locker when they were teammates, and everyone would come take a sip. Interesting. Your boy Mike Vrabel, a little bit of an alky. Cheers to your brother. JK, but no, that's interesting though. That's interesting. I can see Mike Vrabel being that guy. He does kind of give off like, you know, a guy's guy sort of dude, which again, like why I said the other day on Sudden Reactions, I was like, I'm pretty sure his players don't really give a fuck about the situation. They're still going to play just as hard for him. They don't care if he cheated on his wife for Diana Rossini. They don't care. Yeah. I'm in love with a stripper. She rode and she oh yeah. Some guys like to be cucked, especially CEOs. Yeah, and I've never understood why. I don't get that. Why do guys like people in power? Well, you know what? I think I do know why. I think I do know why. I think I do know why. Wow. That's another story for another day. Another story for another day. Frat guy type for sure, for sure, for sure. But okay. Okay. Glaucoma says if you're not loyal to your wife, then you're not loyal to shit. You could see it that way, but again, I think that a lot of these NFL players who again are making millions of dollars, and they're also young, right? In the prime shape of their lives, they're traveling city to city. A lot of them ain't faithful either. A lot of them ain't faithful. We all see, the wives and the girlfriends on the fields and things like that after the games and all that. But for every player that has a wife or a girlfriend on the field and posing them to the media and things like that, like showing that they're an actual item, they're a couple, you have 8 or 9 players who are just out here in these streets doing them, So Asmodeus says it's because they're constantly in power, and I can see that. I can see that. You have all the control, like these CEOs. Like, this is why they love to be cucked. You have all the control and power over pretty much like 95% of your life, right? But like the one thing that money can't buy for you is pleasing your wife in the bedroom. And if that's the case, then I can totally see like, hey, like I want the power to pay somebody to come in, please my wife, and I can watch and I can cope. I think it's cope, to be honest with you. I think it's cope. You're trying to feel powerful by doing that, but I think that's cope, to be honest with you. Asmodeus. But again, maybe another story for another day. Anyways, guys, I think it's time. It's time for some Liminal Olympics. Let's go ahead and get that started here on this episode 55 of SR. Yes, sir. Liminal Olympics challenge. Liminal Olympics challenge. Again, guys, I posted on the Sutton Reactions YouTube forum, the little post section on our channel. I said that I am downsizing the Sutton Reaction show to Tuesday and Thursdays because I have to make some tweaks to this channel, guys. I gotta make some changes and kind of make things better here for everybody. So in order to do that, I do have to dial back my commitment to doing 4 live streams a week on Sudden Reaction. So for now, going forward, we will just be a Tuesday and Thursday show. Just for now. But forget all that. It's time for Liminal Olympics. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. First challenge of the day. What do we got?
Pick a door.
All right, we're picking a door.
Your choice will decide your job for the next 4.
All right, your choice will decide your job for the next 48 hours. Where are we going, chat? Where are we going? Let me know. Damn, I hope the Ravens draft Vega, man. I hope the Ravens draft Vega. Give me Vega or give me death. Literally, straight like that. Straight like that. Coach is live too. Yeah, I've been talking to Coach earlier today. We got a little group chat. Us and some of the other Ravens content creators. They asked me to come on, but I'd already made a commitment to go on Jason's channel and stream with them, as we do every year at PRP. And I will be with Coach and them boys tomorrow. I'll be with them tomorrow. But I'm going to go with give me the right door on this one. I'm going to bet on black. I'm going to bet on black on this one. I'm going to bet on black. Black door. Some of you guys are saying white. Okay. If you ain't black, it's whack. Left says stretch. Q says black. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going black. Here we go. Let's run it. Next 48 hours. What's your job?
Door 1, sewer.
All right, black door is first. Sewer worker? All right.
You wake up inside a dark sewer filled with murky water. It smells horrible here, and the air is cold. Your job here is to clean debris from the pipes and repair them. You are fully equipped with tools to help you with cleaning. Just be careful not to break anything. In the end, you come out into the real world with $100,000 in your pocket. Door 2.
Wait. Are we really that cooked? Was it that bad? Hold on, I gotta start that again. One more time. One more time. I might have missed something. I might have missed something.
Your choice will decide your job for the next 48 hours. Door 1. Sewer worker. You wake up inside a dark sewer filled with murky water. It smells horrible here, and the air is cold. Your job here is to clean debris from the pipes and repair them. You are fully equipped with tools to help you with cleaning. Just be careful not to break anything. In the end, you come out into the real world with $100,000 in your pocket.
Okay, so for 48 hours, I have to be in a dark-ass sewer with no food, no drinkable water. Yeah, that don't look too hot, y'all. That don't look too hot. I'm not gonna lie. And I picked the black door. But that don't look too hot. Let's see what the left door has, though.
Door 2, the cashier. You suddenly appear behind a cash register.
See, this is
inside
already
a nice
better.
Supermarket.
Damn.
Everything is well lit here, and the shelves are stocked with products.
Damn.
There is also a comfy chair for you to sit on, so you don't just stand for 48 hours. However, this won't be your only job here. At random, some clients may be imposters, and it is your task to figure out if they're human or not. You have 3 chances. If you fail, you don't make it back. If you succeed, you can take anything you want from the shelves and come back home with $50,000.
Hey, yo, I don't know about that one, chat, because, like, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Yeah, right? Like black loses, right? Or no, black wins. Black wins. I think black got the W on that one. Yeah, I agree. We're going to go with the black door gets the W on that one. Shout out to y'all who picked the black door, man. At least we don't have entities in there who are like disguising themselves as humans. Again, I mentioned that show From that just came back on TV. This kind of reminds me of that, right? You're not going to get that right, if you have 3 chances, like eventually, you're talking about a convenient, like a grocery store here. You know how many people come in and out of a convenience store in 48 hours? Nah, yeah, the entity's gonna get you. You're doomed. You're doomed. Shout out to you if you picked the black door. You're 1-0. Like your boy is 1-0 on the day. King Lee says, is that a good show? No, brother, it's a great show. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. It could be like that game that's out. What game? What game? Yeah, let me know, Kenny. What game? I want to start playing some games here on stream too. I feel like that would be fun. That would be fun. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Next challenge. Next challenge. Your boy 1-0. Let's go.
Pick a door.
All right.
Your choice will decide where you will have to stay for the next
96 hours. 96 hours. Give me a blue door. I'm just going to say it right now. I got blue door. I feel like they're going to try to hit us with this reverse psychology. Give me the blue door. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling. Let me see. Blue door. Okay. A lot of y'all picking blue. Some of y'all going red. Okay. Chris going red. I see JD going red. The blue is saying the other door is tricking you. Yeah. Which is why I'm going to go with the blue door. Let's spin it.
96 hours. Door 1, the Lost Home.
All right, so red door, you guys are at a place called the Lost Home. This already doesn't feel that great.
You appear inside a white home filled to the knees with crystal clear water. The windows reveal an infinite ocean and a bright sky with clouds.
Okay.
Every door leads to another room with some sort of accommodation for you. You might come across a bedroom or a kitchen filled with
That shit
food.
flooded, though.
However, you must be careful. If you come across a black door, run the opposite direction immediately. Something might come out of it.
Did they say anything about food or nourishment for 96 hours? I don't know, y'all.
96 hours.
Let me do that again.
Door 1, the lost home. You appear inside a white home filled to the knees with crystal clear water. The windows reveal an infinite ocean and a bright sky with clouds. Every door leads to another room with some sort of accommodation for you. You might come across a bedroom or a kitchen filled with food. However, you must be careful. If you come across a black door, run the opposite direction immediately. Something might come out.
So that's not bad if you don't go into the black door, right? Let's see what the blue door has.
Door 2, the ball pit.
Come on, blue door.
Open your eye.
Ball pits are never good, bro. There's always an entity living underneath the balls. But let's see.
And see an ocean of colorful plastic balls ahead of you. Sometimes you can come across plates of bland food. It's completely dark here, and your only light source is a flashlight. There are a few rules you have to follow to survive here. Firstly, do not go deeper into the ball pit. You will not be able to get out.
Well, how the hell are you supposed to?
Coming your way, turn off your flashlight and stay as still as possible.
Hell
it might leave you alone.
Nah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Red door gets a W on that one. If you pick red door, clap it up for yourself. Yeah, that's definitely an L for your boy. Definitely an L for your boy. It's all good though. All good. All good. Let's move on. I'm 1-1. I'm 1-1. We're gonna get it back though. We're gonna get it back. Next challenge. Here we go.
Pick your elevator.
Oh, here we go with these elevators again.
Your choice will determine who you ride with.
All right, where are we going? We going left or we going right? Where are we going, chat? Let me know. 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 I don't know. I think I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna go left on this one. I normally like to go with my tall guy. You know, I got this golden figure. It's like either that or you get the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic character over on the right. I think I'm good on him. Okay. I'm gonna go left. A lot of y'all going left. Smart. Y'all smart. Y'all smart. King Blaze says he's going right. I don't know about that one. Darius, what up? Let me see. All right, let's run it. I'm going left. I got the left elevator here.
You can't change your choice. Elevator 1, Freddy.
Oh, we're going on the right first. We're going on the right one first.
Walk into the elevator, and Freddy looks at you menacingly. He is oddly huge and barely fits in the elevator. You honk his nose, and you hear the classic boop sound. Freddy
Shift at midnight? Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Kenny.
As you reach the bottom floor, the doors open, revealing an old pizzeria complex. Freddy tells you to come over and enjoy some pizza with him. But as you take a piece, Freddy takes off his mask, and it's the purple guy. He grabs a knife and shows his knife-cutting skills. You're maybe somewhat safe here.
Maybe somewhat safe? What does that even mean? I don't know who this purple guy is. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what the left one has, though.
Elevator 2, the tall guy. You enter the elevator and notice that the glowing man is here as well. They tell you that now is the time to breach BLCO, and you have to prepare. As you reach floor 0, the doors open and the shroom guy comes in. The full squad is now in order. Everyone revises the plan together, and eventually you reach floor -200. The doors open, revealing a lab with employees in hazmat suits everywhere. You now have to defeat every researcher here and disable the second layer's security from their computer. If you succeed, you get to go back and relax with everyone and plan your next move. Good luck.
I have no idea. Who wins that. There's so much uncertainty with both elevators. I think this one is a wash. I think this one is a wash. I do. I think it's a wash. I think nobody wins that one. I'm going to make the executive order here that nobody wins this challenge. Okay? The executive decision. Nobody wins that one. That one will not count towards anybody's record. So if you were getting ready to count it, do not count it. We ain't counting that. Okay? Because there's no clear winner there. Okay? Cool with a wash. All right. All right. So your boy is still 1-1. Your boy is still 1-1. We're gonna keep it moving though. We're gonna keep it moving. Next one. Here we go.
Pick your slide.
Pick a slide, folks. Pick a slide.
Your choice will decide where you will stay for the next
96. What is up with these 96-hour stays, bro? What is up with these 96-hour stays? I'm 1-1 right now. I think I'm gonna go with the eye is saying blue. The eye up top is saying go blue because of the blue eyes. But it's hard to trust a motherfucker with blue eyes. So I'm gonna go red. Give me red just because of that. Just because of that, I'm going red. Fuck it. I'm going red. Where y'all going? Who's with me? Blue, damn, blue, damn. Everybody going blue. Damn. Everybody. Okay. So just everybody gonna go blue. All right, cool. It's all good. All good. Leave your boy Sutton on an island. Watch what I do. I'm going red. Here. This is where I get my one up on y'all. So don't complain when the bonus round come around and your boy Sutton is right there in the mix to get the ring today. Don't complain. Because y'all chose to go with the blue-eyed monster here. I'm going red. Here we go. Come on, Red. Talk to me nice.
Slide 1.
Come on, Red.
Planet.
Aquatic
you
planet.
Wake up inside a life pod.
It's not
bad,
on a
right?
Planet
completely made of water. As you get out, you see a giant ship crashed in the distance. The life pod has multiple tools to help you survive and diving suits for you to use so you can swim in the water. For food and water, you will have to catch fish by hand and cook them in the life pod with the fabricator tool. If you survive the 96 hours, a rescue rocket ship will fly onto the planet and save you.
I could do that, though. That's not bad. That is not bad. Living on an aquatic planet, but I have like a little pod where, I got swimming gear. I can go down, I can swim, catch my own fish, cook my own fish. That's not bad. I don't hate that. I'm thinking y'all slide, that blue slide might be worse. Okay, it might be worse. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Good luck. Slide 2, the cubicle. You wake up inside a small white office room. A giant window right next to your table reveals a beautiful cityscape with a starry night sky. You are tasked to finish multiple tasks on the computer within the 96 hours by your boss. If you do not finish them, you will be punished, and you will have to stay for another 96 hours. There is enough food here to survive. You can make coffee and get snacks from a vending machine. Be sure not to argue too much with the boss. He gets really angry.
Green Giant.
All right, look. I admit it. I was wrong. Okay? I was wrong. Yeah. It's all good. Your boy was wrong, man. Yeah, you could finish your task. You could be chilling. Blue definitely wins on that one. I'm not going to lie. Even if you don't finish the task, you get another 96 hours to finish the damn task. So, whatever. I don't like these ones either, King Blaze. I don't. I'm not a fan. This is how you guys know I don't cheat on these games. I don't like today's either. It's too close for comfort for me. It's way too close. But I'll take the L, though. Your boy 1 and 2. Your boy is 1 and 2. All right, we got one more challenge before the bonus round. Let's get into it.
Pick your elevator. Your choice will determine who you ride with.
All right. Last challenge. Last challenge before the bonus round. Where are we going, y'all? Where are we going? Damn, I got to get this right. I got to get this right. Your boy cannot go 1 and 3. I just can't go 1 and 3. You got mushroom head or you got a giant cat. Give me mushroom head. I'm going left. I'm going left. Yeah, I just feel like that giant cat, like, I feel like we've seen a liminal horror clip before where you had to like live. I don't know if you guys remember that one, but like you had to like literally live with a giant cat. And like you had to keep feeding the giant cat. And if you stop feeding him like his specific food, he would like eat you. That's what this is giving. I feel like that is it's gonna take us somewhere like that. So for that reason, no, I'm not trusting the giant cat. I barely like cats to begin with. I'm taking the left elevator on this one, guys. I am. And this is for me to go 500, man. I need to go 500. A house cat that size is killing you. I mean, yeah, a house cat is the world's #1 predator. Oh, man. There's more photos on Rossini and Vrabel. What? More than the ones that I just brought up earlier? If so, send them to me. DM them to me. I'll bring them up after this. We don't have too much to react to today, guys, in terms of videos. So, yeah. I would love that. Kind of a light day on the actual reactions. But it is what it is, though. My cat heard that and just flicked you. Sorry, Asmodeus' cat. There's nothing personal towards you. Meow, meow. All right, let's see. I'm going left.
You can't change your choice. Elevator 1, the giant cat. As you enter, the giant cat starts purring and asking for pets. You have to keep petting, don't ask why. The elevator descends very slowly and nicely, and relaxed music plays. As you get to floor 0, you notice the elevator keeps going to negative floors. It slowly starts to speed up, but the cat doesn't seem to notice. As you reach floor -666, the cat looks at you and takes off its head. It was
yes,
a different
sir.
creature underneath.
Told
you couldn't make it.
I told y'all. Listen, man. I told y'all. It's something about cats, man. It's something about cats you just should never trust. You just shouldn't trust it. I don't know what it is. But these are the reasons why I don't trust cats. These are the reasons. Okay? Man. That's some scary shit right there. Your boy is looking like he's about to go 2 and 2.
Elevator 2, the shroom guy. As the doors close, the shroom awkwardly stares at you the whole time. You try asking him what's going on, but he doesn't respond, only blinks sometimes. The elevator rises slowly. A Kevin MacLeod classic is played in the background. As you reach floor 67, the doors open. You enter a complex made of white tiles with modern furniture and warm lamps. The cabinets are filled with snacks, and you can call a personal chef to come over and cook you some food. The shroom guy daps you up and enters his room. You can stay here as long as you want. Pick your elevator.
Hey, listen, what do we call that? Green Giant. Yes, sir. That's a W. Clap it up for your boy. Getting the W on that one. Your boy is 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. I feel like Bruce Buffer. All right. 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw on the day for your boy. A couple of you guys got some really good records. I see Kogan has a really good record, undefeated. Chris has a really good record, undefeated. Okay, all right. I see y'all. Look at Chris bouncing back. Who you think you are? I mean, it's about time. You kind of been trash for weeks. I'm not gonna lie to you. Love you, but you have. It's been bad. But you bouncing back here today, though. Asmodeus 3 and 1. Shout out to you. All right, here we go. Bonus round, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the bonus round, y'all. Y'all know the drill. If you win, it counts for 2. If you lose, it still only counts for 1. So drop your numbers down below in the chat. I need to see them. me see. Jason just texted me about this stream later. What Jason talking about? Oh, shit. My bad, chat. Let me see. Let me see what Jason's talking about. Sent the link. Okay. Cool. So we are still on draft episode tonight, man. And by that time, listen, like I said, I've been sipping, guys. By the time the draft is like on and like going good, your boy is probably going to be a little sauced. I'm not going to lie to you. So if you want some entertainment, definitely come and check out our stream tonight on the Purple Rain Podcast YouTube channel. Again, we will be simulcasting with Jason from Huddle It Up Films, covering the first round of the NFL draft. And like always, we're going to be on live stream for about 3-4 hours. You know, that's just how draft night goes. Ravens pick at 14 this year, which is not bad. I think they're projecting that the Ravens will be on the clock around like 9:30-ish, which would be like 8:30 my time, something like that. But we're going to be covering the rest of the first round because you never know if the Ravens will trade back in to the first round, which I definitely think is a possibility. So again, make sure you tune in. But anyways, we got one more Liminal Olympics challenge to get to before we wrap up here. It's the bonus round. The stakes are higher than ever. We got a couple people who are undefeated, a couple people with one loss. So it's a very tight race today. So let me see where you guys are going. Actually, as a matter of fact, before I look at where you guys are going, let me see where I'm going first. Looks like Monster's gonna start from the top. Let me go with number. I've been pretty good at this lately, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I got lucky last time. I did. My guy was like running all over the freaking place, but he ended up escaping. Give me 7. Give me lucky number 7 on this one. That's what I'm going with. Lock me in at number 7. Lock me in at number 7. Chris says, pour up then. Hey, look, got my drink right here. I don't know if you mean pour up something else. I could do that too, but got my drink right here. Listen, if I win this, I'll take a shot on live stream. If I win this bonus round. But I'm going 7, though. I'm going 7. Q the God is with me. Also taking 7. All right, let's see. King Blaze says, I'm rolling up. So no shot. Gotcha. I told y'all I'm going to do it if I win. I see what you're saying now. You don't think I'm going to win. All good. I got 7. Here we go.
Choose your favorite number.
Come on, 7. Talk to me nice.
Huh?
2? Damn. Ate lunch too soon.
Help me!
4 up out of there. Come on, 7. We good right now. We good money. 6, done with. Oh, come on. Please. No, come on. Yes. No, come on. Oh, you got it. Bro, he was about to leave us alone. Bro, he was about to leave us be. You had to cough? Who does that? All right. So the winners of the Liminal Olympics, not the Liminal Olympics, but the bonus round of the Liminal Olympics challenge is 9-3-1. 9-3-1 were the winners of the bonus round. So shout out to you. Make sure you drop those records in the chat. I need to know who's the winner on today's episode of Sutton Reactions. Who's the winner of today's Liminal Olympics? Let me see. Chris getting the W. Chris is 6-0 on the day. Not easy to do. Real quick, clap it up for Chris. I don't know if there's anybody else who's 6-0 who matches that. I see some 5s. No, I think it's Chris. I think Chris is the winner. Today. Chris won today. Man, listen, I've been talking a lot of junk I've been talking a lot of junk on you, Chris. I have. But that's only because you've been talking a lot of junk on me. So it's only right that I give it back to you. But today, we cannot hate on you. You are the winner of today's Liminal Olympics Challenge. Again, clap it up again for Chris M5. First W in a minute. And that may sound like I'm hating. And if you do think I'm hating, guess what you just got to say to me, Chris, right? What do you got to say to me?
We do not care.
Let's go, Chris. Winner. Winner of today's Liminal Olympics champion. She's boasting that ring. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Can't even be mad at it. Can't even be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Can't even be mad at it. It's draft day. It's draft day, y'all. Again, I'm in good spirits. I'm in a good mood. Hoping our Ravens do something good tonight. So I'm not hating on you, Chris. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. She's ringed up. Ringed up. I love it. I love it. All right. All right. So, what else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Again, thank y'all for participating here today. Appreciate y'all. Let me see. What do we have to react to today here? Oh, man. There is more. There's more pictures of this whole Diana Rossini thing. There's more. What the hell? What is going on? Chat. All right, let's take a look. One more time, just real quick. We'll touch on it real quick and then we'll move on. Okay? This is the newest picture that has been released. This is the newest picture that has been released of Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel being seen hanging out. And listen, man. Listen, chat. I don't know what to say other than like I know exactly what this is. I know exactly what's going on here. So you're telling me in one picture you guys are at some sort of wellness retreat. That was the first picture. In another picture, which is the one that we saw earlier in the show, they were at a bar. And in this picture here, if we're just kind of analyzing what we see, they're clearly at a casino of some sort. And from the back, this slot machine there in the back, I think that reads MGM. So I'm guessing they're at the MGM Grand Casino. I don't know, maybe in Vegas. I don't know where they're necessarily at, which MGM. Hell, they could be at the National Harbor for all we know. And they're hitting it off. Look at Diana Rossini. She's looking like she's having a great time. You know? There's things I could say about just like the angle of this picture, the exact time it was taken, there's things I could say. I'm not going to say it though. I'm not going to go there. But what I will say is look at Mike Vrabel's face. Okay. That is the face of a man who has not had this much fun in years, in eons. Mike Vrabel has not had this much fun in I don't know how long, bro. Just look at his smile. When have you ever seen Mike Vrabel smile like that? Ear to ear, you can see every damn tooth he has in his head. And this is a low-res picture. But he loves this woman. Clear and obvious. If there's a reason, listen, guys, there's a reason why Mike Vrabel has literally come out and publicly said, hey, look, I'm going to go get counseling. I got to. I got to get counseling for this. Like, it's a problem. Like, he is a habitual cheater. Gotta be. But okay. Like I said, didn't want to spend too much time on that. I do want to get to some viewer submissions here. This one is coming from my guy, Stretch52. And listen, guys, I got a couple of viewer submissions that I want to get to. I won't get to all of them here on this episode of the show. I like to break them up a little bit because guess what? I don't get as many submissions as you guys think, right? So the viewer submissions, I try to break them up through episodes and things like that because, quite frankly, I'm not getting a whole bunch of you guys sending me topics and videos and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was the whole reason why I started this channel. So you guys could give me stuff that you find interesting that then I can go react to. So with that being said, please, please, please do not forget, if you ever come across something interesting on the internet that you want to chop it up in here with your SR family with, and I can talk about it to you guys and with you guys, then send it to me at my Twitter or at my Instagram. All right? But let's get into this. This one's coming from my guy Stretch52. This one says perfect checkmate. I've not watched this yet. Apparently, man checks woman on feminism and the debate gets heated fast. Let's take a listen.
My bills and is going to make sure that I don't have to lift. Are you a want a man that provides and takes care of all of my bills and is going to make sure that I don't have to lift.
Are you a child? Let's remove the responsibility off of women's backs, but leave the responsibility on men's. Listen, what I'm saying is y'all can't have y'all cake and eat it too.
Okay.
Y'all want men to be traditional while y'all are no longer required to be traditional. I'm sorry.
And I don't think that's right.
Yes, it does not work that way. That's what feminism is. I want a man that pays all of my bills. I want to be a lady of leisure.
You're a man that takes care of all
I see you using my shit.
Unrealistic as hell.
Which one are you though? You just said you're one thing, but you're mad.
Watch, it's gonna be in his next movie.
I'm gonna tell you what I am. I am a traditional man. I am not a sucker. Find a woman that wants nothing and give her everything. Y'all don't get when I say a man leads, but his woman is who he follows. Y'all don't understand that.
I understand that.
Don't.
He's good.
My issue is y'all want a man to take on all the responsibility without giving him the respect that's supposed to come with it.
Ooh.
Because it's take care of me, but that man can't tell me SHIT. Women want men to take on the responsibility without giving them the respect that's supposed to come with it. And at what point do you hold yourself accountable for choosing that man?
The "Are you a child?" comment is just, it just tastes so damn good because it's so damn accurate. This woman wants the benefits of a traditional thinking or oriented man while also not being a traditional thinking and or oriented woman. Initially, feminism started out as being about equality, and then it dovetailed recently to be utilized for dominance. And that dominance has caused separation because now the roles are blurred in favor of that domination from women. Benefits without accountability is a delusional clown world, and men are tired of placating to this delusion because inevitably it's the man that suffers. Women that deserve the world do not orient their talking points in this manner. These women orient their talking points in what a man can do for me.
Everybody exhale. Because honestly, guys, this is what you have to do in the big 2026 whenever you come across content like this. And I saw Glaucoma say in the chat, like, we're still having these conversations, and sadly we are. And do you want to know why we're still having these conversations? Because people have figured out that conflict sells. People will buy they will snatch conflict off the shelves at record rates. Again, the best content creators and things like that, the most viral moments, it always includes conflict between one entity and another. Okay. The other thing, and what I really want people to pick up and realize here, is that conflict, not only is it conflict that pays, but conflict between men and women. Oh, that pays double and sometimes even triple. Because you get both sexes involved, both genders, you know? Think about it like this, like the most controversial sports take We can talk, LeBron versus Jordan, or Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen, or whatever. The most controversial sports takes, they always go viral because there's conflict there between fan bases, between fans of players, things like that. But you take conflict between a man and a woman and just like kind of like their roles and responsibilities as according to society, and you start talking about that, you're going to get people who care about sports, who don't care about, like, men who care about sports, men who don't care about sports, women who watch sports, women who don't watch sports. Everybody, basically, is what I'm trying to say, will tune in and listen to this. And what I want to tell you guys is this. Always remember that what you see online is not reality. This video that I just spun for you guys is not reality. Is there truth in it, Asmodeus? Yes, there is. But the vast majority, and I can attest to this because, like, I've had my way around. Like, I know how shit goes in real life. In real life, most women don't think like this. Right? Most women don't think like, oh, I need a man to do X, Y, and Z, and he better not expect nothing out of me except, for me to open my legs and whatever, like, and give him a bit. Most women don't think like that. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to say, right? But most women are very logical, contrary to popular belief. They understand the ways of society in today's world and things like that. And they don't move like that. They don't move like this woman. I mean, think about it. There's been plenty of podcasts of women who say things like, oh, yeah, I do want my husband to be this, that, and the third. Like, I would like that, but I understand if he's not, perfect in these ways. And I understand if, like, I have to help out in certain areas where he's falling short, and if he has to help out in certain areas where I'm falling short. But those clips and those podcasts don't go viral. Again, why? Because it does not stir up conflict. It doesn't stir up conflict. And I'm not saying that there's no people or women in the world who think like that, who are super, what's the word? Hypergamous and things like that. There's people in the world who are exactly like that. But most are not. Again, this is why you got to go outside. You got to touch grass. You got to meet people in real life. Because if you stay and sit on the internet for too long, you'll start to believe that the viral videos, you'll start to mistake viral moments, videos, situation, personalities. You'll start to mistake all that viral stuff for the norm when it's not. It's not. It's not the norm. Jeez Louise. Let me read the comments. You are supposed to want what you want and ignore what you don't. The constant discussion because someone doesn't like what you do is so childish and draining. This is true. But again, my larger point here is, again, that most people don't think this extreme. We only see the extremes. Again, virality means extreme, like, it's extreme. Most things that are viral have shock value. Most things that have shock value are extreme in some way, shape, or form. And this is the lowest percentage of people. But we take the low percentage of people that get on these podcasts and say these things, and we apply it. We generalize everyone based off of what one person said, or two people said, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 people said on the internet. No. Go out and meet real women. Go out and meet real men. Everybody's willing to compromise for something. Everybody is willing to compromise. I promise you. That's just how it goes. Um, Asian women might be the worst culprits. This was my environment growing up. Asian women are very hypergamous. I mean, I can't speak to Asian women, Asmodeus, because I've never been romantically involved with a Asian woman before in my life. I know Asian women. I'm friends with Asian women, and the Asian women that I am friends with, they don't act like that. They don't act like that. In fact, they're some of the nicest, sweetest, um, thoughtful people I know. So I don't really know about that, but if you grew up in that culture, you would definitely see another side. So again, I can't speak to that. This content is rage bait. You're talking Asian women from Asia. Yeah, I mean, if they were born and raised in Asia, then yeah, maybe a little bit different. I feel like most of the Asian people that I know, um, were maybe born in Asia but raised in America. So why would a girl expect you to pay her bills though? Instagram. That's why. Instagram. I mean, okay. So for the subset of people who do act like this, why do they act like this? Because again, their perception based off of a lot of people's perception is based off of what they see every day on their iPhones, right? On their Androids, whatever, their smartphones. A lot of people's perception is that everybody around me, like for this woman who's in this video, she probably opens up her Instagram, and by the time she's done with it and she goes on about her day, subconsciously in her head, every other woman whose story I just watched is getting their bills paid for. They're on vacation. They're living better than me. So why do I not deserve that? Comparison is the thief of joy. But, I mean, we compare ourselves to other people like look, we leaving the front door to our happiness wide open. That's what a lot of people do. Again, comparison is the thief of joy. And people will gladly get on the internet and compare themselves to other people who seem to be living better lives than them, when in reality, all anybody is ever doing on social media is putting their best foot forward. And you're only seeing the highlights. It's like saying about all 200 draft prospects that are getting ready to get drafted tonight just because you watch the highlights. No, buddy. You got to watch the tape. You got to watch the film. You got to really break things down and get to know why this person, is up for being drafted to the NFL. Why this person is a third round projection, whatever. You know what I mean? Definitely low self-esteem. Definitely low self-esteem. But again, guys, it's just we live in a society where a bunch of people compare themselves to other people, and everybody's trying to climb this ladder. Everyone's trying to climb the same ladder of like social status and wealth and things like that. And again, that woman who was speaking here on this podcast, she probably wakes up, and before she even wipes the cold out of her eyes, she's on Instagram. Hell, I'm guilty of it too. Happens to the best of us. And she scrolls through about 6 or 7 stories of her girlfriends one is in Tulum, and then the other one just got proposed to, and then the other one just posted how she got a new car, and then the other one posted how her man is building her a freaking outhouse in the backyard. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's just all highlights. You watch highlights all day, but you have to live your reality. You have to live all four quarters, right? Every single down, every single snap, your reality. But then you go home and you watch everybody else's highlights. That's how you get these type of mentalities. That's how you get these type of mentalities. It's a shame. As Modi says, long story short, this is why I believe in putting my life towards God. I cannot take a dime with me through the grave. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. And I agree with you, Asmodeus, 100%. Give it to God, man. Give it to God. But all right, let's move along here. Let us move along. Let us move right along. Let me see here. This one also came from a guy, Stretch52.
Belt doesn't want to.
He says a customer states that seatbelt doesn't want to retract. What is going on here? Let's see.
Retract.
Oh. No spare in vehicle. Please check and advise.
Customer states power steering doesn't work.
That's a painter.
Customer states tire went flat. Tires in the trunk. Advising for pyramid. Yo. What tire?
What the hell?
Customer states rear seat will not lock in the upright position. You don't fucking say. Let's try that on for size.
Customer says the brake's not working no more. Looking ass, bro. I've never seen a rotor like that, bro. The pad's not there no more.
Damn, that shit is bare.
Bro, it's gone.
So I guess this is just like mechanics, like sharing their wild stories of like customers who bring in, vehicles that they want repaired, but it's like always some dumb shit that they want, repaired.
WTF is this?
Oh, they was living in that car.
Customer states noise when you open door.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Oh, sequel, squirrel one. I'm so confused on a lot of these.
Man, I've never seen this yet. That's noisy.
Ooh, I can see how that could happen, and I'd be so pissed if that was my truck. Oh man, that was. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. That was stupid. But I mean, I could assume that, there's certain occupations where you get some crazy client requests or comments, things like that. And kind of like what you guys remember when we watched the video about the school teacher and all the emails that he got from parents, like all the wild emails he got from parents. And they said things like, oh, can little Johnny like not do homework? We just don't agree with homework in this household. Or somebody else said, oh, I saw you said that he was talking in class. Well, we personally believe that he can talk whenever he wants, shit like that. Like some jobs, you get crazy customer complaints and requests. And this is definitely a video that kind of reiterates that, for lack of better terms. But yeah, do better. What else do I got for y'all? Okay. I got this. So this man in Popeyes, I guess, didn't want his child around a trans person, and he made that known.
I can't believe you would act like that in public. Okay. Damn, that's ignorant. See, that's intelligent, and that you're not ignorant.
There's a difference between a real woman and
a real woman.
Yeah. That's all I say. I just wanted him to see you recorded me.
No, you don't understand. No, you're ignorant. Yeah, you're ignorant as fuck. Yeah, I'll call the cops on you.
Wait a minute. Bros, I know he did not just let me rewind that real quick.
No, you don't understand. No, you're ignorant. Yeah, you're ignorant as fuck. Yeah, I'll call the cops on you.
Do you want to see a dick?
That man over here with a little boy. Why are you talking to me? I don't want to talk to you.
Because you're aggressive.
I'm waiting my food and I'm not. But you directed it to me. You ain't.
Not at the. Oh, so this is not KFC. I thought this was Popeyes. This is Tropical Smoothie.
They're trying to break it up. Do you not understand? Exactly.
I'm telling my son the difference between a woman and a child.
You said, don't act like me. There's something wrong with me.
So I guess this guy walked in the Tropical Smoothie, saw the trans woman, and turned to his son and said, "Hey, look, know the difference between a man and a woman," like basically like calling it out on the spot.
Like, you coming into my job causing issues.
I teach my son I don't be a man to not act
But
like
thank
that.
you.
It don't matter. Like, you not like.
I'm just here with my daughter trying to have a fucking meal, man.
Okay. All right. All right. So this is hate, for one. Let me just start off by saying that. This is a very deep topic. You know, if we really like peel back the layers and get into it, which I don't think we've ever done that on this topic here on this show. But I will say that people who go out of their way, and when I say people, I mean people who disagree with transgenderism, things like that, which I know is a lot of folks. People who go out of their way to like make a big stink about that sort of stuff in public really, really weird me out, because it's like, how much good do you think that you are doing? Like, measure the amount of good that you think you're doing to the world. Even if you don't agree with genderism or gay marriage, whatever, how much good are you actually doing? Like, again, let's measure it. How much good are you actually doing if you're in Tropical Smoothie, you see a trans woman, right? So a man who has transitioned into being a woman. How much good are you really doing if you call that out inside the restaurant, making it well known that like you're against this person? How much good are you actually doing? Again, it kind of goes back to, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two ago, that story about the Trump supporters who walked into, where was it? Some eatery, and the employees refused to serve the Trump supporter because he had on like a Trump hoodie, something like that. It's kind of like the same thing. Like, I get it, you disagree with this person's morals and like values and things like that, but like at the end of the day, brother, you're in public, they're in public, they're trying to handle business and go home. You're trying to handle business and go home. You're not going to change the world in Tropical Smoothie by getting on a high horse and saying, "Hey, son, look at that. That's wrong. We're right. What we do in our household, 100% right, 100% pure. Everything you see in our household, 100% on the up and up. But that right there is an abomination." How much good do you think you're doing? Again, how much good do you think you're doing? I understand if you have certain morals and you want your kids to share those same morals with you. I understand like teaching them your ways. But all you're doing here inside of Tropical Smoothie is teaching your son hate. All you're doing is saying like, "Hey, son, it's okay for you to, in public spaces, if you see somebody in a public space who you do not agree with, it's okay for you to put them on blast and make a scene out of it." That's not okay. That's not okay. It's actually very, very wrong. Now, you might be asking, well, what does Sutton personally believe on the whole transgenderism thing? Do I believe that transgenderism is rooted in fact? No, I do not. Do I believe that just because a boy who grew up a boy and decides that one day that he's actually a woman or girl, and he starts going by that and things like that, do I look at it as fact that he's actually a girl? No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay. But I understand that not everybody's going to lead the same life that I lead. Not everybody feels the same way that I feel. Not everybody goes through the same things that I go through, and vice versa. Right? People, again, I think that a lot of people, especially people who get on their high horse and start doing things like this in public, like, stop trying to be God, bro. Stop trying to be God. It's like that basketball player that we talked about a couple of weeks ago who, you know, he found God and, you know, he started denouncing gay marriage and really, really standing hard on that and standing out in front of arenas and talking to people and like doing protests and stuff like. Stop trying to be God, bro. Stop trying to be God. Why are you judging people? If you are a believer in Christ, why are you spending or wasting? You're not spending, you're wasting time judging people on an earth that eventually will reach judgment day. You're wasting your time. If you believe in your own religion, look at the text. Look at the text. Whatever happened to what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Here's the thing. I can't really speak to what would Jesus do. And for that reason, okay, for that reason, guess what I'm going to do? Nothing. I'm going to find out what Jesus would have done. Okay, I'm going to find that out. I'll find that out on my own. But I'm not going to pretend like I'm some high and mighty person who has the right to call you out in public for your beliefs. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. These people, man. These people. All right. Last one here. This one's from my guy, King Lee. Some sort of baby prank here. Says, everyone loves the baby. The Indian popcorn lady is dusting me. Let's see what this is about. Apparently, I think I've seen this before. People leaving a baby on top of a car, seemingly, right? When there's actually no baby in the car and they start driving off and people freak out. These are pretty funny videos. Oh, shit.
My baby! My baby!
This one got the leaning forward. Now, see, this is the type of content I like to see. I like to see this type of content because all these people, all these random strangers who have like this moment, like this shared like human moment where it's like, oh shit, that's a baby. We have to save that baby. This is the type of stuff I like to see. This is the type of stuff I like to see. Because guess what? Going back to the last topic, guess what? That same baby could end up being a trans person. But if any of these guys had that knowledge, any of these guys who tried to save the baby, if they had that knowledge, right? Do you think that they still would not save the baby if they knew that that baby would eventually grow up and be a trans adult? No. Accept people for who they are. But these are funny, though. I love the guy who just like comes and grabs the baby. He's like, all right, F all this. There's too much talking going on. Let me just go ahead and get the baby. That way, maybe he'll stop.
I'm sorry. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, it's crazy.
Why does this baby keep crying? Why does this baby keep crying?
Bro said I'm gonna get extra cool points. That's funny. But look at all these people, though.
My God. My baby. My baby. No, it's just
Not
a
her
fake
taking
baby.
the baby away.
It's just a fake baby. It's just a Thoma baby. He has a Thoma shirt on. He just has a Thoma shirt on. It's my baby.
She done wasted all her damn popcorn.
Don't do that. Oh my God. It gave me a heart attack. I'm sorry. Just my baby. I love my baby.
Hey, listen, 10 out of 10 rage bait content. Normally, I'll get up here and I'll say, like, I hate rage bait content, but, like, this is, like, top tier rage bait content because all it does is, like, people are raging, yeah, but, like, it exposes the good in people to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all realize that, like, there is a freaking baby at risk here. We put everything else to the side. We put all our differences, whatever. No, there's a human baby on top of that car. We got to make sure that that baby is safe. We need more of this. We need more of this. Oh. I think dude in the Vince Carter jersey, dude in the Raptors jersey right here, I feel like he's a shill. I feel like he's in on the prank, but he's like always the first one to like run up to the car and start yelling and screaming. That way everybody else is like, oh, well, let me hop in on it too. Because he was in the other video too.
Thank you so much.
You see how he just starts walking away as once the dude gets out of the car?
Oh my God. No, this is good. Okay.
Hey, yeah.
She like, ugh. He really left his baby on top of the car. Could never be my husband. Yeah, see, the same dude. It's the same dude, yeah. He's part of it. It's people snatching the baby off the top of the car from me, bro.
Man. Nah, it's a fake baby, man.
That's funny. No, that's funny. That is funny, man. Shout out to my guy King Lee for sending me that, man. Shout out to you, man. That's actually funny. But again, I love it because again, it exposes the good in people. You know, if people genuinely did not give a fuck about other people, which a lot of people think that, you know, but if people genuinely did not care about others, then nobody would care that that baby was on top of that damn car. You know, you have the one guy who again is working for or working with the prankster here, but all the other people, the random people who aren't in on the prank coming up and helping out this baby in distress, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. The King Lee, yeah, make sure you send me more. Send me more videos, man. Send me more videos. Chris says I would call the police just cuz. I guess as Modius is talking about my last take from the last from the last video. He says, Sutton, I could tell you exactly what Jesus would have done. Cast the first stone on those who have not sinned. Cast the first stone on those who have not sinned. He's shown time and time again forgiving whores, thieves, prostitutes, etc. Yeah, all can be forgiven. All can be forgiven. This is why most people who are aligned with transgenderism, gay marriage, things like that, like a lot of them don't believe in God because the Bible denounces a lot of those practices, you know. But at the end of the day, you talk about sinners, all of us are sinners. And I don't think one sin is more egregious than another. I don't. But again, guys, listen. Another story for another day, because guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Today is draft day, and your boy has to go get ready for this draft stream at 6:45. Well, 6:45 my time. We will be live on the Purple Rain Podcast YouTube channel. Myself, Jason, Simply AS10, a couple of other friends as well of Jason. So make sure you tune into that. It will be live on the Purple Rain Podcast YouTube channel. We'll be simulcasting with our guy Jason, Huddle It Up Films. But we got a draft to get to. So your boys got to prepare. I got to get out of here. Love you guys. Another episode of Sutton Reactions, episode 55. Please be sure to like the video. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.